Well, as Toronto and 15 other North American cities prepare to host the FIFA World Cup, we're getting another sign of just how many visitors are expected to travel for the tournament. Airbnb says searches for stays in FIFA host cities have increased by an average of 80% compared to the same time period last year. Now, the company's offering a new cash incentive aimed at boosting the number of listings ahead of the World Cup. This comes amid warning from travel industry experts that accommodations will be scarce and costs will be high in Toronto. They're expected to spike even more dramatically in fellow Canadian host city, Vancouver. Now, Bill, you have a condo very close to the waterfront. Would you ever consider sort of slipping out for a couple of weeks and renting it out on an Airbnb? Because it's pretty, the money you could make on that.
I wouldn't personally, but I understand. I think this is the right time for Airbnb to be full throttle.
Yeah.
I think there's still a lot of discussion as to being able to enforce bylaws currently. I know there was a lot of ghost hotel things that created a lot of issues for residents in buildings. I was in one of them for a long period of time.
You were trying to sell your condo on that one building that was known for it.
You know, there's discussions on the other side. I'm not taking away anyone's ability to make money, but people were flouting the rules through the pandemic and beyond. And there's no real effective enforcement. But I think this when the hotels are capacity and everything and you want people to come and experience it. But you know, you're taking a chance if you furnish the place and have your personal belongings in your space and you hand the keys over to someone who is vetted to a degree. I'm just a little bit cynical after my experience in the past.
I know exactly. You know what my big concern is too? Like, okay, I get the idea here. It's going to be the scammers who are going to be renting out places. You know, you talk about ghost hotels. These are going to be ghost vacant or ghost listings that really aren't going to end up being something. You got people coming from all over the world, urgently looking for a place to stay. You know, people are going to be taking advantage, and we're going to be doing stories. I guarantee it. In June of this year, people saying, I had an Airbnb, but it turned out there wasn't even whatever. You know?
Yeah, if they used to be smart, and I think Airbnb has a number of measures, but people pretending to be those kind of things is probably going to be the bigger problem. So just use your smarts if you are going to rent out.
Definitely.
For those platforms.